Yo, what's up with you guys? Welcome back to another video. It's Too Bleen. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. And I ain't gonna hold you guys too much, man. In today's video, I got my guy Sebastian. And Sebastian got a date, man. This little man, he's in high school. And he got a little Valentine's Day, man. So I gotta put him back in the game. I gotta get him right so when he goes out, I don't know what he's doing, man. But I just gotta make sure he's best. So we gonna get him right, man. I think he wants a little mid-taper on the side, and I'm just going ahead and show you guys. Alright, first we're going to start with the shear work on top, alright? So what we really want to do is make sure that we section properly, alright? Because if you don't want to just pull back and cut, you have to really understand what you're cutting. Make sure you section slowly and cut precisely. If not, you're going to over direct a lot of hair that you don't want to really cut, because what that's going to do is leave some areas in the front shorter and some in the back longer, and obviously if you want it all even. So when you pull it up, you want to pull it up at a 90-degree angle. Take about your guidelines want to be about an inch, and make sure it elevate your 90 degrees off the apex of the head. And the reason why you're doing this is because you want it to be level. If you end up cutting it in different directions, you're gonna end up over directing it. And unless you're purposely meaning to do this, then it's gonna be uneven. Alright, now that we're gonna go in, we're gonna go ahead and just debulk everything off the sides. I think I went in with a 3-guard just to kind of get a clean canvas. As you guys can see, my guy does not get haircuts very often, so I wanted to just clean it all up. That way when we fade into it, we have a very clear understanding what we're fading into. Putting that bald guideline, I like to kind of arc it just so I can have like a good baseline of how I'm gonna fade out the rest of it. And just kind of slowly go out throughout the steps, man. You're gonna go lever open and then close it little by little as you go down until that guideline is blended, and you'll move on to the next, and you're gonna go with that one open. Personally like to go one closed, and then once I get that area where I like it, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the half guard, slowly close it as I blend that out, and eventually it should look nice and blended, and we'll move on to the next step. And you want this to be a consistent motion, man. You want to continue to go fast. There's no reason to spend too much time in this area. And the reason is because you're just going to waste a lot of time trying to perfect the haircut. What you really want to do is continue, stick and move, go to the next thing, and eventually you'll go back to it and detail it. And that's when you try to make it as best as you can and make it, picture perfect and to your satisfaction. that side. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the other side. I'm not gonna talk as much on this side just because I want you guys to really kind of see and have a clear understanding without me having to constantly, come up on the camera. C-cup, the reason I like to start at the top and then slowly fit it at the bottom is because I don't want to dig in too much. You don't want this to be too cosmetic if you don't have to. And so I create that line to kind of know where I'm going to meet it from the bottom end, and it creates that nice curve, but you have to envision it before you do it. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the back. We're going to do the same thing as the sides with that lever open. Go about half an inch to an inch depending on how dense or light or dark your client's hair is. And now as you're slowly blending that out, just make sure to stay consistent, because if you accidentally go a little bit too high, you'll end up having to go higher with another guard later. But every line can be taken out. It just needs to be raised just a little bit higher, and that's when you kind of flick it out. That's when you kind of rely on your expertise to get through those situations. Open, we're gonna go one close and start flicking that out, and it's not gonna, as you're gonna see, it's gonna soften the line, but it's not gonna completely take it out. That's when we need that half guard, and that'll get the job done. gonna put this haircut together. There is gonna be little details here and there, but like I said, we're gonna stick and move, go on to the next thing, and we'll definitely clean all the little areas that we want to kind of polish and make even better. You want to keep it as natural as you can. You can kind of basically see a line there, and you'll just trace that line because you don't want to get too cosmetic and dig in too much. What's going to happen if you do that is with the regrowth, after a couple of days, it's going to look really nasty, and there's going to be a lot of hair. It's just going to look ugly, and it's not something I personally recommend. So try to keep a natural neckline and something that's going to really make it pop. Alright, and for the lineup, I generally recommend to start in the middle. That way you have a reference point to kind of meet out on both sides. But for some reason I decided to do it on the corner. But it's perfectly fine. It's going to turn out just great. And then we're going to go ahead and see what my man Sebastian used to look like. It's crazy. Alright, y'all. This is what my guy Sebastian was looking like before. Looking like George Washington. I'm going to show you the after. And that's the after. My guy said, man, oh, he on something else. Look at him. I know you can tell he feeling himself. Oh, man, yeah, he definitely enjoyed the cut, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Let me know down in the comment section down below if you guys want to see anything else. And alright, you guys, that is going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. It's too bling. I hope you guys have a great rest of your guys' day. Seriously, man, enjoy y'all day. I be telling y'all that all the time. But, man, you don't know how important it really is, man. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the support. Make sure to comment and like down in the description down below. Make sure to subscribe. And I appreciate you guys. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Peace.